is Pierre Hines, originally from Phoenix, Arizona. I graduated from West Point, went on to serve as an intel officer for 5 years and in the Army through various bases and overseas. And now I am a associate at a law firm here in DC. And I also on the executive committee and help run a nonprofit called the Caribbean Returning Nationals Foundation. I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to do something that I could be proud of. You know, you have a grandkid on your lap, 50 years from now, you could be like, oh, let me tell you about what I did, back against the war against terrorism, here's where I was, here's what I was doing, instead of just being a bystander in that. So I wanted to contribute the best way I knew how, and I was offered this opportunity to go to school and get an education and to go out and do it. Problem solving, the mentality that anything is possible and whatever the challenge, you're going to get it done is the biggest takeaway. And so, I use that in my job as a legal professional. We get some really, really complex problems, and I use that in my, extracurricular activities in the nonprofit space. Really got some practical skills that you could run away with and use right away. Frankly, I was using some of the things I learned while we were still in the program. You go home at night and you sort of work on your plans, you sort of work on your strategies for what you were doing outside of Take Point, and you can use what you learn right away. And there are some lifelong lessons that I'll take with me, everything from strategic planning to fundraising to marketing to setting goals for your organization and so forth. Number one, skills. Number two, the vision. And number three, the people. And so with the skills, there were a number of very high-level trainers that came in and taught us, volunteered their time to teach the Take Point Fellows. And the skills that you learn there, I think, are on par with what a senior business executive how that type of person would be trained, very direct, to the point, with people with knowledge. So I take those skills away. I also take away the plan. So as part of the Take Point initiative, what you're going to do is you're going to come in with a thought leader plan or a nonprofit business plan, a strategic vision, and then Take Point through the program, you're going to shape that. So you're not looking at a textbook and thinking about it theoretically. You are thinking about it practically and how you're going to implement the skills to make your plan work. And so did that. And then lastly, you're going to be a part of this network. The Take Point Initiative Network, it's its own little network where, we're Facebook friends, we do things together. I'm going to keep in contact with folks for decades. And then there's also the Atlantic Council Network, which is much, much bigger, and which they've been gracious enough to plug not only me, but other folks in the program. They plug them into people that they know. So go have lunch with this person, go have coffee with that person, and they can help you move along in whatever you want to do as a Take Point Fellow. I don't think the American public gets a good sense of what's happening in their military, and so through this Take Point initiative, I think it really is going to help. And through when veterans come back and they get involved, I think it's really going to help the American public get a better sense of when we say we're going to war, what do we really mean?